Sure. Well, In Exchange is a store. We're a nonprofit organization, but we have a retail aspect, and our goal is to support artisans both globally and locally by providing them with a fair wage. So essentially, all of our products are fair trade, and the other part of our organization is to educate students about fair trade and the general public. So we do this, mostly we've done it through internships. We're trying to, in the future, create a scholarship fund for students to travel and learn about fair trade. So my work in India this summer was kind of a new experience for the store, because normally we're working with other organizations that are going directly to these cooperatives and developing these products. So this was a new experience in the sense that I was taking it one step further, where I was actually going there. I had come across this workshop, and they're actually not fair trade certified, but through my relationship with them, I'm helping them to become fair trade certified and helping them to develop their products and to bring them to the U.S. Well, I actually did my undergraduate work. I got a bachelor's in drama, and I studied costume design. And then I worked in the theater for 12 years, and I went to France, actually south of France, Antibes, where I got my master's in luxury and fashion management at Schema. And so from there, I started to get into sustainability and learning more about that, how you can implement that into fashion. And when I graduated, I wanted a job in New Orleans, and I was very lucky that I happened to come across this organization. The previous director was stepping down from our position, and it seemed like a perfect fit for me. Well, yeah, my personal goal, and really with going to India, was to get a very first-hand experience and seeing these artisans, seeing the work that they're doing, and understanding how it's benefiting them. I really wanted to see, some of them are extremely poor, and this little bit of money that they're getting from their products, what are they using it for? Is it really helping them? So not just being so much focused on the theology of fair trade or seeing things from the U.S. side, but really seeing it from their angle. So I think that was one of my goals when I went to India. And the store, I've kind of mixed in my personal goals with the stores, because, essentially no matter if you're nonprofit or profit, the bottom line is you have to make money to keep going. So for me, I was able to mix in working with these cooperatives, which provides money for them as well as for us. But for me, my goal, being able to see what they do. Yes, and that I went actually there specifically because of a relationship I developed. A woman came into the store who had a workshop there. She invited me to her workshop, and she was able to help me with all the aspects. She set it up where that I could make sure that I could safely go and visit these women, because sometimes it's not very safe. They live in very poor areas. So it's really, I would go anywhere. But it was really the relationship, and I think it's key to have a direct contact so that it just opens up doors and it creates a sense of trust. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I was definitely nervous, to be honest, going there. I've traveled to other foreign countries, but everybody says India is so different, and so I was worried about all the aspects of traveling and how I would get around. But I knew a lot of my friends had gone there, so I imagined, if they can do it, I can do it. And and I was that fear mixed in with the excitement of going to this new country. And I mean, yeah, Bhopal, where I visited, there's no foreigners. I was like the only white person, and people would actually stare at me, but they would stare, but they were excited to see me. And I mean, my time in Bhopal was very much dedicated to just working in the workshop because there was nothing else really there. Um, and the customs are completely different. But I was really surprised because, I mean, I live in New Orleans and we have a lot of crime here. And I was amazed in India. It really felt like a safe country to me. I mean, everything is really crazy, and you know, the buses, and you don't know which bus to catch, and it's so busy, and there's so many people, and it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of pollution, a lot of dirt. It's really, really hot, but I mean, at least it was safe. So. I mean, first of all, they come to the workshop, and it's kind of crazy because they like to wear the Indian dress, which is the Hindu style. So they will wear the Hindu style of dress, and over that they'll wear the burqa. So when they come to the workshop, and that's a lot of clothes and it's hot. When they come to the workshop and they feel comfortable, and then they'll take off the burqa, and I mean, it's completely two different worlds. I mean, they don't even speak the same language I do. They speak Hindu, but there was a translator there, and
Okay.
they, I mean, their life is very simple. They're excited to have a cell phone, you know, and their focus is their children and taking care of their children and their work, and they're really, really proud of their work. Well, because and the way I phrased it, I said, if you could have anything in the world, what would you have? And I feel like people today, we become very stuck in what's going on right now, what is our problem right now, and it's something that doesn't even usually matter. We're not looking at the big picture about family and happiness. It's about right now I need a job, or right now I need money, and I think that really just shocked me because it took me into the bigger picture of things, and all she wants is prosperity for her children and happiness, and it kind of makes a person reevaluate their life and realize that a lot of us, we have a lot to be thankful for. You know, if you have friends, you have family, you have a home, and I think, yeah, we just get consumed in the everyday problems and forget to look at that bigger picture, where these people have nothing. You know, when you have nothing, it's a lot easier to see that bigger picture. Well, I think that what's really important is when you travel, you're going to come across a lot of different people and learn a lot from them. And it's to not just see what you see and then go home and continue to live your life, but to react to that. And I feel like I've traveled a lot, and this is the first time I'm actually reacting to what I saw. I'm coming back home and trying to implement what I saw into my life, and maybe not everybody's chance is starting a new business with these people, but how can you react to that and maybe even help these people in some way?